My name's Alistair Leith. I'm the project coordinator of Field Days Organic, which is a horticulture programme set up as a day opportunity for people with learning difficulties or other support needs. There'll be a few other weeds and bits and pieces to get rid of, but it will be surprisingly clear. When people come, if they decide it's the sort of project they like, then they're outdoorsy people anyway, aren't they? It's about being outside, somewhere nice. It's about being with good people. It's about feeling you're making a contribution to the world around you, because this is an open site. We're giving you veg and plants that have about the lowest carbon footprint they can possibly have. It's all grown on site. It's all organically produced. And we grow very tasty veg and very healthy plants. Mint, though.
Mint.
Mint.
And potting. Putting the pots in here and then putting the compost in. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Every week I come here, I like doing weeding, getting out the weeds out and getting all the veg out. I like doing that with Mark and Alistair. It's a good job to do.
And then a little press down. As long as the compost is all covered there, that should be fine. That. I think a lot of it is a sense of ownership. A sense of being a part of something and a sense of knowing that your contribution is appreciated.
Look at you or straight ahead? Okay. So we're just walking in to our meadow area, which was planted up in 2013, which is probably about just over an acre, the actual land, and we've got a community orchard. They're all planted with Welsh heritage trees. They're apples mainly, but we've also got pears. I suppose I like pears because I enjoy the fruit, but the apples are, you know, they're serviceable. You've got cooker apples here as well as eating apples. The main reason for setting up the community orchard was for improving biodiversity, adding to the sort of value of the National Trust land, the wildflower meadows, you know, giving the local public in Peterston and surrounding area somewhere to come, you know, particularly, you know, a place to walk and enjoy the countryside. Obviously, we want to encourage the schools, local schools, to use the area as well and act as a sort of educational resource. Also encouraging more people to come out and visit the area, both locally and also from you know, surrounding urban areas as well.
If I'm really lost about what to do, you'll still find me gardening. I have a little kind of like switch that I can press the button and I might be feeling a bit down or depressed, and it's like, no, just go out there, spend some time in the trees, go and be with the plants, go and pick yourself some food in the garden. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm still glad I got up and did that. My name's Stephen Watts. I'm in the Coed Hills forest garden and we are growing a whole range of different plants for both production and ecological benefits. Probably our main motivating factor is our belly. We want to feed ourselves. We love food, we love eating delicious food. We also want to create a space that's educational for people, particularly for the local community to come and see what a forest garden is and what our ideas of a forest garden are. You can see the honeybees here. When they're on it, you can almost stroke the back of them. They're just completely oblivious to you because they're completely intoxicated by the angelica. If people find that their connection with the garden is giving them no new experience, then they're going to get demotivated and want to go and do something else. Even me myself, like, I love plants, I love growing, I love food. But what's needed is local connection. What's needed is for people to realise that, you know, on their doorstep they can create something that's beautiful, that they can create something that's going to fill their life with new experiences and give them like a huge amount of rewards. If you give someone the taste of something really, really yummy, they're going to want to come back.
These are garlic. This is Mizuna. Over there we've got Oka. Oh, you can see bee there now, look. She's loving it. Yeah, we set out to try and address the climate crisis. And it seemed that the most obvious thing to do was to plant as many trees. That happened just before lockdown. And so from then to now, we haven't done any major tree planting, but we have encouraged people to plant trees, you know, in a small way. I think we are increasing the numbers of trees in the town. He's a good size, isn't he? So the allotment is to encourage people to learn to grow. Growing food obviously is quite important, but alongside that, equally important are looking after biodiversity, encouraging habitats, encouraging all the pollinators and the other creatures, and mental health, well-being. So I think this is so enjoyable, and I hope more people will come and be able to join in now.
My grandfather bought this land in the 1930s. A group called Llantwit asked me if they could carry on growing food, apples, pears, blackcurrants, etc., and potatoes. I said yes, by all means, because the more plant varieties we have, the better for wildlife.
It's just a lovely space. Sometimes we come down here, we don't actually get much done. We sit and enjoy the surroundings, we have a chat, and it's great for people to open up, really. So that's the side that's not obvious when you look at it. You know, we're not just making food, we're part of community, and it's part of biodiversity. And lots of tasty stuff to eat at the end of it, so what's not to like, really?
We need places like this for wildlife to survive and for people's well-being, physical and mental. A lot of people walk past the footpath here, going down towards the beach, and they look in and they say how wonderful it is and see all the trees and the nature. I think everyone needs that, and they miss this nature, the contact with nature, which we all have and need.
I want people to discover that it's easy, and there's no great mystique. And if you get something wrong, it doesn't matter. You have another go, find out a different way of doing it, and delicious. I missed that, the bit about actually eating it. Yeah.